Hey guys, welcome to this short tutorial on Java HashMap. Let us begin our journey by understanding what data structures are. Data structures are the basic building blocks of a programming language. They provide a way to organize the data so that it can be used effectively and efficiently. Java offers its rich set of data structures like arrays, lists, queues, stacks, and maps through collection APIs. HashMap is an implementation of map. It's a key value based data structure. It's very effective when repeated access is a requirement. It's ideal for implementing lookup table, caches, dictionaries, and any similar structure which has key value pair. However, it's not a very good fit when ordering is a requirement. So if we have to maintain the order of objects in the collection, then HashMap is not a good choice. Let's understand some of the concept behind HashMap. Hashing is the core concept behind the HashMaps. So it is a way to generate unique key for a given object. Java object class offers us hashcode method which takes this responsibility of generating the unique key. So we can override it to provide our own implementation. So bucket is the storage place to hold objects having the same hash code. We have to keep in mind that the bucket is holding both key and value pair, not only the value object. So whenever uh, we have multiple objects having the same hash code, then we call this scenario as collision. So to keep our hash map very effective and efficient, we need to reduce number of collisions. We can use primitive types, Java wrapper classes, or our own custom classes as the keys. If we decide to use our own custom class as key, then we need to consider a couple of things. So we need to provide our own implementation of hashcode method. Also, we have to provide definition for equals method because equals and hashcode have a contract. When two objects are equal, then their hashcode also has to be equal. Along with that, our class has to be immutable. It should have only the final fields, and only constructor can initialize all the attributes in the class. No public setters are available, only getters are available. So I am going to take you through a small coding exercise. So we are going to create a hash map, add values to it, fetch values based on a key, access all the entries in the hash map, remove an element and replace an element. So I'm going to use IntelliJ IDEA as my development IDE and Java 11 as the SDK version. Guys, let's make our hands dirty with code. So I have kept IntelliJ IDEA ready for us. So I have already created a class called HashMap example. So we are going to build a small phone book where we have a person's name as the key and phone number as the value. To keep the application simple, I am assuming phone number is going to be a string. Let's create a hash map. Hash map is a generic type and we need to specify the type of the key and type of the value we are going to store in it. So let's name our hash map as phone book, new hash map, and passing the types here is optional. Let's try to add couple of values to it. So let's add couple of more values. And there are a couple of implementations of put. So you can see that simplest form is we can add a key and value pair. And there is a put all method which takes another map as an input. It takes all the entries from the second map and puts into our map. And there's another called put if absent. So before inserting anything into the map, it's going to check whether this particular key is already present in the map or not. If it is already present, it's not going to do anything. If it is not present, it's going to insert it. So let's see how we can get a value from hash map when we know the key. Let's get value for Santosh. So I'm going to say phone number for Santosh. So we can dot get and pass in the key Santosh. So let me run this program. Yes, we got stored value for Santosh. So next step is to iterate through the map. So we can do it in two ways. So one way is get all the entries in the hash map and iterate through them. Or second way is get all the keys in the hash map and loop through the keys, get values for each and every key. Iterate the hash map. So I'm going to get all the entries and iterating through them. Entry, string, string, they take the same types as hash map. Phone book dot entry set. Entry dot get key is going to give us key. Entry dot get value is going to give us the value. Let's try to run our program. Yeah, we got all the key and value pairs. So let's try to remove a item from HashMap. I'm going to remove value for or entry for John. Before that, you can see that we got the output in the different order than what we inserted. We can be sure that HashMap doesn't maintain any order. To remove a entry from the HashMap, we can use the remove method. Phonebook dot remove. I'll pass in the key John. This is going to remove entry for John, and we need to know that. So whenever we pass in a key which is not there in the hash map, it's going to return us null. What does it mean for you? So we are expecting null when we try to get it. Value for John after removing. Phonebook dot get John. Yes, we got null for it. And for removing a entry from the hash map, either we can pass in key or we can pass in key and value pair. When we pass in key and value pair, it's going to match a entry with both key and value. If both of them are matching, it's going to remove it. Let's see how we can uh, replace a value for a key. So there are two ways to do it. Either we can use built-in method replace, or we can pass in the same key with different value. So I'm going to pass in same key with a different value. I'm going to choose key Santosh. Phonebook dot put Santosh, comma some different value. Let's try to get value for Santosh. New value for Santosh. Phonebook dot get Santosh. Let's run our program. Yes, we got the new value. So the old value got replaced by the new value. Otherwise, we can use any of the implementation of replace. So there are three implementations and you can choose to any one of them. Either you can pass in key value pair, or you can pass in key, old value and new value, or you can pass a matching function and the value to be replaced. With this, we have come to the end of this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. We have got some really cool stuffs coming up.